so I'm sitting here listening to the video that she posted a few days ago, 2 days ago, and she's talking about a guy named 19 Keys. I don't know. I don't follow the whole tech community.
All right, I'm
Like
just
I
gonna get
used to.
started. I'm not gonna be on here long. I have things to do. BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY, Maria Gaviria, whatever you're calling your name. Of course, you're not yourself up. Of course, you're not. I don't even know how to do this.
And then when you don't get what you out of the deal, then all of a sudden play this fake whistleblower shit. I see
Now,
right from
the
the
one
mention.
person that's
First of
in
all, I
here
haven't even mentioned. I don't even
is
talk about the
probably
motherfucking mention.
Breonna Jewel
So stop
Bellamy,
saying I'm attacking you, bitch.
Maria Gaviria Escobar, or whatever you call yourself.
You said from
Don't speak to me. I have the chat open for one person, Breonna Jewel Bellamy of Metaphysical Life Matter, Cosmic Jewel, who has supposedly taken all of her things down. And you absolutely, I have been talking about you with all of your lies. Now you're lying on 19. You've said some egregious things about Farrakhan. And I have stalked you for 20 years, saying that you first channel taken down. No, you did not have my first channel. My channel taken down. I took my channel down. Yes, with 3 subs, but you had 5,000 and now down to 1,000. Now I knew you up with a bang. What RICO case? The one that's being set up on you? Is that the one that you're referring to? By probably a whole lot of people. Globe has mentioned you. People been reading on you on YouTube, left, right, up, and down, and all your bullshit. You don't have no charges on me for anything. Now let me see. I'm 20 years old, and you're in here. You're in here watching. Now I listened to your video because someone sent me the information, as people do. You say you had a relationship with 19 Keys. I don't even know who this man is. I mean, I see him on YouTube. I don't know anything about him. He sounds like just one of the typical black empowerment people. You know his whole name. And you had a relationship with him spiritually. He came into your house. He astral projected into your house, just like you said about the man here in Cleveland, Ohio, that he astral projected into your house and turned you all over in the bed. So then you're saying, you said Puff Daddy astral projected and you had a sexual relationship with him. You said until he was caught and then he was attacking you sexually. Then you said 19 Keys was your, what you say he was? your divine masculine. And you make a whole video telling the world that this man came in saying that this man came in and has been playing with your vagina and your booty. This man came into your home. He astral projected into your home. And he's playing with your vagina and your booty. And that he's been raping you and torturing you every day since July. Oh no, January. Sorry, January. Because you had a spiritual all of your relationships with your divine masculines are spiritual. None of them seem to want you physically, only spiritually. And they all come in and they all play with your vagina and your booty. And they all attack you. And everyone attacks you and wants to kill you. You said that the girl, I guess the 19 Keys girlfriend, is a whore. But at the same time, you said, but that's okay. Grown women can be what they want to be. And then you said something about Kendrick Lamarr and how you all have had this great, wonderful relationship when you were a rising senior in high school before that. That you was a rising senior in high school. Or you're going to be a rising senior. So you were in Los Angeles for 3 months. And Kendrick Lamarr saw your picture and just fell head over heels in love with you. And you had a wonderful relationship. And now he's in love with you and he's coming to get you. And that his current woman, I don't know anything about these celebrities. I'm not a celebrity worshiper. But from what I understand, whoever she is, apparently he's been with her since he was, in middle school? Or something like that? But she's a pig. Those babies aren't his. And that he's in love with you and that he's coming to get you. And that you all are together now. But 19 Keys continues to come to you and torture you day in and day out, every hour on the hour. You did say he was torturing your mind. It's very obvious your mind has been tortured for years. No, you did not take down my channel. I removed my channel. Now, I'm not reading any of the comments. The comment section is open for BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY. This will be the 3rd time. The first time Queen had me up and brought you on. And you ran. The 2nd time, I invited you. No, this is the 4th time. The 2nd time, I told you to come up on a live that I was doing. And of course, you didn't. The 3rd time, I invited you to Panera. And you did not show up. Here's the 4th time. And of course, you will not show up. You have no charges against me. None. 20 years, I'm 53. 20 years ago, I was 33 years old. At the age of 33, I was pregnant with my daughter. I was not on YouTube. I did not know that you existed. I met you, unfortunately, here on YouTube in 2021. April of 2021 is when I came across your boring ass tarot videos. I reached out to you because your stories sounded similar to my spiritual stories, but now I know that they were not your stories, that you were stealing those stories from someone else. Now you can keep saying my name and lying about me. Everything, nothing is deleted. You have a need to twist and turn things around because of the dirt that you have done. Now, if 19 Keys actually knows who you are, I don't know why he would. You haven't taught that man anything. I seriously doubt that he saw you. You didn't even show your face on here. You never even show your face. So what was it about you that made him come to astral project to you? If you're still here in Cleveland, Ohio, you said this was July. I'm thinking of last year because you said it started in July and it ended in January. July of last year, he came to Cleveland, Ohio, astral projected to you in Cleveland, Ohio. But you're supposed to be married to the Whedon man. You're supposed to be married to him. But all these men who have women that they pay attention to in the material realm, in the 3D realm, that you call pigs and whores and serial abortionists and so on and so forth. But they have them on their arm. But they astral project to you and play in your vagina and your booty, according to what you stated. Sounds like you are a spiritual side piece, a whore, a spiritual whore. Easy to get in your vagina and your booty. Now, these are the things that you have stated. I'm just repeating what you stated. Sounds like they come in and get in your vagina and your booty. Now, you probably made the statement at the end of your video. I guess it was the end of your video, knowing that that information would be shared with me. And knowing that I probably would respond, which I am. You probably did it as somewhat of a setup with your collective. Maybe some other readers who don't like my candor, who don't like the fact that I speak up when you all violate me and bother me and harass me, and you don't like it. And probably with the people here who have been stalking me and harassing me. So you thought that I was going to come on here and yell and scream, cry. You have yet, after 4 opportunities, to say anything to me. In a way that an adult should. That, I don't know, how many times have you slandered me and defamed me and lied? So 20 years ago, I was 33. I was pregnant with my daughter. You're 41. So you were 21. Either living in another, I don't know, facility, possibly at home with family in Sumter, South Carolina. You have lied about Dorothy Dandridge being your mother, which has been proven wrong. First, you said that the Escobar man was your father, and then when that was proven wrong, you said that the Gaviria, his cousin, is your father. I've showed all my receipts about your lies, and yes, I do continue to talk about you, but what I say about you aren't lies. The things that I say about you are true. You have no RICO case. You have no case at all on me. Nothing. Not you, not the Whedon man, nor anyone else. This is really just a waste of time. But yes, you are going to be addressed. You have made statements about Louis Farrakhan raping and molesting children, and then you always slap allegedly on it. He's got 4,000 pictures of penises. How do you know how many pictures of penises this man has? Why would you say such things without any solid proof? Then you are saying that Louis Farrakhan is having a sexual relationship with 19 keys. How do you know that? Oh, from a picture. Look at his picture. Look at his eyes. He looks like a wounded boy. He might have some wounded child issues. I don't know. But why would it be that? Why are you accusing these men of such heinous things without any solid proof? Why have you accused me of such heinous things without any proof? Why would I, a woman who has obviously done things that are of value, which I have proven and shown through paperwork, recordings, so on and so forth, stalk you, who does nothing but make up things about people and says allegedly after everything? You say such terrible things about these women. Maybe these girls, since you are a child advocate, so you say, though you also say you abandoned your children. You said that. Why would you say such things about these young women? Maybe they were sex trafficked. I don't know. But you're saying that they're whores and they sleep around and they're serial abortionists. But yet they're with these men who are men of stature. They're on the arms of these men publicly. They take pictures with them. They don't take pictures with you. They don't. But they take pictures with them. And they show the world these women on their arm. They have children with them. Maybe they aren't their children. I don't know, the Kendrick Lamarr guys that were talking about his girlfriend or whatever that relationship is, those aren't his children, according to you. You have been trying to take this channel down because I've been speaking out against you and standing up for myself, but you have not been able to. Just like the girl who did the reading pointed out how you keep going to someone, begging them to have my channel removed, but they won't. Because they look at you and they're telling you, we watched you do that to her for years, and she didn't say one word. No, we will not take her channel down. We will not flag her channel. We will not flag a video. You did it to her first. And you're still doing it. But I guess since you said this is your last video and you're going to go underground now, you just go out with a bang and incriminate yourself all the more. But not only have you incriminated yourself concerning me, you have done so with names of people, public figures, and just slapped the allegedly on it. Now, maybe it has something to do with whatever you claim this 19 Keys person you claim is doing to your mind. You said that he is messing with your mind day in and day out. You said that he is raping you and sodomizing you day in and day out since January. All spiritually. Now, you didn't say this was alleged. You said that this is what this man is doing to you. Not allegedly. And that he's trying to tether himself in your ear so that he can see what you see. 4,000 dick pics. You said 4,000 dick pictures. That allegedly Louis Farrakhan has 4,000 dick pictures. So that's what you see. 4,000 dick pictures in Louis Farrakhan's possession. This is what you stated. That's what you see. You said that he is molesting and sexually abusing children, and that you're going to speak out because you're a child social justice warrior. But it's all alleged. Just look at the pictures, you guys. Like I said before, pictures. This is what they want you to do. You are a great example of what I've been teaching lately. Pictures, how people's minds are being dumbed down. You made such a slanderous, disgusting video about this man, 19 Keys, whomever he is. And who's that community you said that I work for? That I've never heard of before. I think it began with an L or something like that. No, I don't know those people. You say I work for them, but I'm a broke bitch. Usually when people say that someone is broke, that means that they don't have any money. So how could I work for such a huge, large, great organization as that? It sounds like that's what it is. And be a broke bitch. I would hardly be a broke bitch. I damn sure wouldn't be living in Cleveland, Ohio. It's interesting because you made the post that you were going underground or whatever it was, that you were leaving YouTube. The very day that I made the video about the councilman here who was arrested and sentenced for wire fraud and who had given his money to his girlfriend and some unnamed associates. That day, probably after I made the video or as I was making the video, then you say, I'm gone, y'all. I don't know. Is there a connection? Why are you leaving YouTube? Why have you shut down all of your social media? Oh, because you say 19 Keys is torturing you. You say that he's torturing you sexually, physically, psychologically, mentally. In every way, shape, and form, this man is torturing you. But at the same time, you are the great Archangel Michael and the all-powerful. Why has it been difficult for you to stop this man from doing these things that you say that he's doing to you? Why? We want to help you tonight. You've called me again. You keep calling me, begging for my help, begging for my assistance. And I do have a Master's of Divinity degree where I studied pastoral care and counseling. And then I did my residency at the esteemed Cleveland Clinic for a year as a chaplain, where I studied and practiced spiritual counseling. You are in need of spiritual counseling. And I can assist you. But I cannot assist you, BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY, if you continue to slander me and lie on me and say that I've done things to you that I have not done, and say that I've done things that I have not done. I have shown more proof on this app than the law should allow. Yet you continue. I cannot assist you if you continue to slander me. And you continue to lie on me. You need help. You are not the daughter or the love child of Dorothy Dandridge. And first it was Escobar that you said you had proof. You had proof that it was, what's the man's name? I don't know. You guys know who he is. The Escobar man, whatever his name is. I'm sorry if you're watching, sir. I mean you don't, no disrespect. And then when it was obvious that that was egregious, because basically you were saying that Dorothy Dandridge raped him because he was like 15 when she died in her, was it 50s? So then you changed it to his cousin Gaviria. Now I'm not quite sure why you did the name change. I remember Queen told me you did that when I had my old channel and I clapped back on your ass, and then you came back. She said she came back with some humility, saying that she was Maria now. Well, I didn't question it. I didn't know what that meant. But you don't do anything with any humility. You know, when I first met you, I really thought that maybe you had some sense. I knew you were, like I said, volatile, but I didn't know that you were, well, for lack of a better word, that you were in serious need of some mental care and counseling. I mean, I did kind of figure out when you started slandering. Well, I knew before then. I was like, well, she sounds like she's living in a group home. I would never say that to you because I thought I was forming a friendship with someone. But then it became clear. And since you have done your smear campaign on me, it's like you have spiraled down further and further and further. You're angry with me because you feel rejected by me. I did reject you. And I rejected you, BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY, because when you listened to my story when I was talking to you and sharing my life with you, and I showed you pictures of those men here, just like you showed me pictures of people in your life, because I thought we were forming a friendship. That's what people do. That's what I thought was being done. You all on YouTube, you've taught me a lot. You've taught me a lot. And you've taught me how to um, have boundaries. My boundaries are very strong now. And I thank you all for that. Every single one of you. Even you, BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY. And then, but nevertheless, you made a video. And I listened to your video. And I realized, I said, this woman here is about to try to set me up. Let me pull back for a day or two. Because for those of you who are watching and who will watch, yeah, me and her pretty much text each other every single day. Had some wonderful laughs. At least I did. No, we never talked on the phone. We text each other every single day. But when I saw that, I said, let me pull back for a second and see how I want to deal with this. I think it was 2 days. I've said this before. And then the next thing I know, this woman is making slanderous videos about me because you were angry, BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY, because you felt that I rejected you. And you wanted to continue on. But what you wanted to do, you wanted to try to put me up under your foot and put your foot on my neck and control me. Absolutely not. I had enough sense. My boundaries weren't as strong as they are now, but I had enough sense that no, you will not be doing that. It's so unfortunate for people like yourself and others who you came here and got involved with, who felt that because I was a kind person and a nice person, a nurturing person and a loving person, and most of you all, I would listen to your bullshit stories. You didn't think that I knew they were bullshit, but I did. But I listened. And I showed you care, and I showed you love. I showed you affection, and I showed you kindness. Just like Z, Bleeding, the one I call Bleeding Z. You're angry as well because you feel rejected. Absolutely. I did reject you. Because just like BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY, you put me in a situation where this man who is hunting me all over Cleveland to this day, you put me in a bad position, in a bad situation, because you wanted to be seen a certain way. The way people look at me. You don't like it. You want that for yourself. I do not understand why you won't go get that for yourself. But you are you. And I've told you many times, look at how people look at you, but you don't believe it. So what difference does it make? Now that's Bleeding Z. That's a whole nother story, and I won't deal with her. But back to you, BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY. Saying you're angry, and I said, she's mad because I stopped talking to her for like 2 days. And you've been on a rant for years ever since. Now, again, I don't know who got in contact with you, who I did my videos, my readings, if you all want to see them. Yes, I have been talking about you for over a year now, just like you did me for 2 years. No, you did not get my channel taken down, sweetheart. Who would get their channel taken down if they got 3,000 subs? Someone who did not come into the world of social media until she was 35 years old, or the world of social media didn't really begin until she was 35. Social media is not that important to me. I mean, there are people my age and older who is very important to them. They love it. So it's not just an age thing. And I say 35 meaning I had a whole human being that I was taking care of at my first child and my only child when I was 34 years old. Honey, I had done a lot of things in my life of significance. Social media does not mean that much to me. I do enjoy social media. For those of you who are watching, I do enjoy social media. I love being on here. It gives me a creative outlet, and I really like that. I appreciate that for myself. But that's who would take their social media down. I didn't even know that I could get monetized until they told me you can get monetized now. I got 3 whole $100 checks. Who would work that hard? Me, I would. I've done a lot of things in my life, but that's the thing. Who would work that hard? Someone that you don't know. You don't know anything about me. You work hard to be seen on social media. I don't need to be seen on social media. I do this because I like it. I took down my channel, not you, BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY. What would you have had my channel taken down for? All I did on there was readings. Clap back on you maybe like 2 times and continued with my readings. Now, for those of you who are watching and you may be new to this and you don't know what's going on, why did you take down your first channel? I took down my first channel because I had found out at 49 years old that the woman who raised me as my mother, I'm thinking she was my mother, was not. My mother was some young 19-year-old white girl. I found that out when I was 49. And it answered a lot of questions that I had ever since I was a small child. So for me, it was like my whole world was turned completely upside down. And wait a minute, you mean tell me? Well, in a way, it shouldn't have been that much of a surprise by all the questions that it did answer ever since I can remember. But I wanted to take time for myself. And I didn't think that social media was going to help me take time for myself. I wanted to pull back, look at my life. I do not care what BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY has said over there and what she has made up. And I don't mind telling you guys either. So I wanted to pull back and take time for myself and figure some things out. Try to understand some things. When you think that a person is your mother for 49 years, and then you find out not only is this woman not your mother is of a whole nother race. Oh, that's what that was all about. All right. So no, Miss Ma'am. No, you didn't. YouTube has not once flagged me, got to me. Well, they have say like if I play a song or something that, you know, they'll be like it's a notice or something like that, because they always say this is not a strike. So I've never had a strike on my channel. My channel is not my other channel either. Neither one of my channels have ever been flagged. They have never had a strike. I've never had a reprimand, nothing. I had channels before that channel, not tarot, that I took down. Like I said before, one of them might still be floating around out there. I have no clue. I don't know. So every single time, Miss Ma'am, that you get on here and you lie, I'm going to come here and speak the truth. But you're angry with me. And you're still mad because you feel rejected and dejected. And like nobody loves you. And the one person who you did have around, I listened to all of your bullshit in that little bit of time. And you're mad. And you're mad because you want to take my star status. And when I saw your bullshit, I pulled back. And goddamn, now I can't take her star status and make her be up under me. So I'm just going to lie about her and get with all the group. This is what you did. Because you have a hard time understanding me talking in first person, second person, third person. And you say that, and you, like, people that haven't seen you just lie about me and talk about me, Brianna. Like, you don't think that people are looking at you like that bitch is a stalker. She was in Sumter. She went all the way up there where that bitch was in Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, Really? You saying, don't nobody bother you and get in your energy, because when they get in your energy, you can pick up all the little skeletons in their closet. Two things. You just let all your skeletons out by showing and telling the whole world that you allow random men to come into your home, astral project into your home, and play in your vagina and your booty. This is what you stated. That's a skeleton in the closet. But besides that, that is not anything that any reader on here has not stated, or any spiritualist on this app has not stated. That people have been saying that for years, because it's true. But what you're really saying is you're begging people to leave you alone because of the karma that is hitting your ass. Well, I did a talk on Hinduism yesterday, so karma is from life to life. But from what you putting out there, coming back to you and hitting your ass and eating you alive. Now, when I was talking to you, one thing that I did not reveal here is I said to you that I had been told that Loki was a new spirit guide for me. And then I told you, unfortunately. And when you went on your smear campaign, you made a statement, Loki's my new spirit guide. The trickster energy. Are you sure that was 19 keys that came to you? That you allowed to play in your booty and your vagina for about 6 months? Or was it a trickster spirit? You're very easily manipulated. And when you play tricks, what the girls say on here all the time? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I listened to clips of your video. I closed my eyes and I saw the male energy that is coming and bothering you. And it ain't that man, 19 keys. Now, he may be cloaking himself as that because it's probably, or the energy, or whoever he is, has probably watched you fantasize and play with yourself looking at 19 keys. But no, that's not who it is. And I asked, is this the man that is bothering her? Because first of all, I really didn't believe nobody was bothering you. I'm like, well, she's a liar. She has to show the world how important she is. She needs to be and feel important. And that energy and that spirit said yes. And that energy, whoever that is nobody to play with. I don't know who it is. I just saw him. Just like a great majority of the things when we were talking spiritual things that you would make videos about were things that I told you. Because you are a fraud and an imposter. You're not a spiritual person. You're not a spiritualist. And yes, your real father came to me and told me you are not a Scorpio. But I'll just go ahead and say it. Yes, you are a Scorpio in Vedic. You are a Libra. He told me your birthday. Well, no, he told me you were a Libra, that you were not a Scorpio. And that you were born in Canton, Ohio, which I stated before, not Cleveland, Ohio. And Canton, Ohio is where they have them camps that I read about years ago. Your father was in the military. So there are military children who sometimes, well, a lot of children, but are sometimes placed in unfortunate circumstances. Sounds like you were one of those children. This is not allegedly. This is what he said to me. I don't know. This is what this man, your father, your birth biological father, said. Now, I don't know if whatever this energy is, that man is, that I saw, that is tormenting you. Just like you wanted to torment me. Just like you were hoping and praying that you could take me down and take my life, steal my essence, my energy, my being, and be me. Get into my third eye and to see what I see. Get into my ear, which you do that. You try that, which I stated on a live before. See, you talk about the things that you do, but you try to put it off on others, but you speak on it so that you could hear what I hear, or so that you could block out what I hear. Absolutely not. You've said some terrible things about a lot of people in your anger, in your frustration. It's unfortunate for you. I'm not angry. I'm not even really saddened for you. Like I said before, I have no feelings concerning you. None. I could insult you, but you've been insulted enough. Insults don't do anything but cause more anger. And you're dealing with a lot of anger. And it's not mine. It's yours. I could even say you show proof of me stalking you for 20 years. You show proof of me being with whatever that, what you say, cartel or something or other. I don't know what you said. Whatever that company you say that I'm with, or organization that you say that I'm with. Show proof. Not something that you type out on the computer and that you make up. Show solid proof. You don't have any proof. Not allegedly. Stop saying that so that you can lie on people. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Stop saying, even if it's you, BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY. But stop saying that. So that you can lie on people and do your best to destroy their lives because of you feel that your life has no worth. I'm sorry for anybody who thinks that I'm going to allow them to stay in my space and be my quote unquote friend or acquaintance or whatever you want to call it, who wants to who wants me to be up under them because you see how elevated I am. And you're jealous and you're envious. You're angry. Why can't that be me? Some people don't like it. It's the truth. But what you all did do for me, and I thank you, every single one, even Pissies, was you showed me exactly who I am. And that's what you have done for me, BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY. I don't have, you know how people say, well, I hope you this one day, and I hope you that one day, and I'll pray for you. No, I have no hopes for you. I have no prayers for you. I don't have anything for you. But I will say for my 4/4, that's my birthday, I will say for myself, I have not committed any crimes against anyone, ever. I'm not a stalker. I don't commit wire fraud, whatever that is. I still don't know what the fuck it is. Life insurance fraud. I am not a thief. I'm not a murderer. I do not hurt nor harm children. What do you call it? A child sex trap. All of these nasty, nasty things that people, well, that BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY has accused me of, but that I see people accusing people of on this app day in and day fucking out. Do not say my name anymore. BREAUNAJEWELLBELLAMY, who you want to be known as MARIAESCOBARGAVIRIA. And you did say that, which I thought was funny. No, you said, it sounded like you said MARIAESCOBARGAVIRIA. I said she said Escobaria. Maria hashtag Escobargaviria. And you're lying on that family. I told you before, don't say my name anymore. I've asked you to leave me alone, but you don't. And yet you sit over there with some thing torturing the fuck out of you. Saying this man, Kendrick Lamarr, and you're just now saying that he's been the love of your life all of these years. Okay. I'm not going to even get into all of that. And continue on. And you, whatever it is that you are over there going through, which one of the sisters over here has been reading, she's been reading you ever since you started the smear campaign. You continue on. You're a spiritual person, then you know what's going to happen to you. What you put out there is what you're going to get back, and it's already what you're getting back. All right? And of course, you're not going to show up. I'm going to bed because I actually have work to do in the morning. Something of value, something important. You all have favor. Peace.